Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be the Naughty November general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm going to ask that while I'm doing this reading, you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if that's something that you like to do. Now, I am using the Casanova Tarot, which does have some adult images on it. So if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, go ahead and skip on over to your next video. Now, this is a general love and romance reading. It's called Naughty November. It's going to be an abridged version of the Celtic Cross, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards at the end. All right, so let's go ahead and see what spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides have to tell Capricorn for their Naughty November messages. What messages do you have for Capricorn for their Naughty November reading? Okay, the first card out, Capricorn, this is you guys. A little bit of a tower moment, but it's also a phallic symbol. What's in your surroundings? What's blocking you? What's in your foundation? What's in your recent past? Wow, interesting, Cappies. What's crowning you? And what is in your near future? Wow. Okay, so Capricorn, first of all, your overall energy here. This is the Justice card. Is it the Justice card? I have to see. Hold on one second. I have to check the book here because, let's see. Sorry, it's not the Justice. It's the Wheel of Fortune card. Sorry guys, this is a new deck for me. This Wheel of Fortune card, this is all about your house, your home, your special private place, the empire you've built, the empire and the mansion and the home that you have built for yourself. Now, anything and everything happens within this sort of tower, within this home, and that includes all of your, all of your intimacies, all of your sexual encounters. This includes, and in here there are lots of secrets and lots of desires that you keep behind closed doors. Okay, so what's going on behind closed doors? There are lots and lots of facets to this, to your, your sexual life, your sexual identity, your love, and your romantic situation here. All right, sorry I stumbled through that, Capricorn. This Casanova Tarot is new for me. Although I've had it for a while, I don't read with it very often. Okay, so the first card out, Capricorn, I'm getting power, strength, and I'm getting that this could represent a huge erection. This is a tower moment though, and this could have to do with a relationship. It could also have to do with any feelings that you have towards sex, intimacy, and or love. Now, it could be that this tower needs to come down, that you might have to go ahead and take a cool or cold shower, Capricorn, but it could also signify that your beliefs around sex, love, intimacy are they're built on a shaky foundation. Now, in this reading though, we don't see any lightning and we don't see this tower coming down. So for those of you that it doesn't resonate with it being built on a shaky foundation, it's what you know and what gets you off, and your relationship to love and to romance and to intimacy and to sex is built on a very, very strong foundation. But during this Scorpio season, which is full of transformation and going deep into your feelings and into your emotions, and I'm getting that you're going to have some very deep sexual connections as well. And I mean that literally and I mean that figuratively, because this is such a sexy, seductive month for you guys. But it is going to come into question your foundational beliefs and behaviors relating to love, sex, and intimacy. Okay, but I definitely get that this is, you know, Capricorn, you're ready to go, you're virile. Remember, Capricorn is also the sign of the devil, which could be, you know, this attachment to these belief systems and to this virility and to this power. I am getting for some of you as well, there could be, I'm seeing the devil card in my mind's eye, that some of you could be involved with bondage, BD, S&M, and sort of power issues and struggles within relationships, but also within, you know, your sexual, you know, your sexual contact and your sexual intimacy and, you know, your lovemaking sessions. So in your surroundings, though, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, we have these two people who, you know, they're two people that look like they have definitely, they know each other really well, and they're having this very, very intimate conversation. And this is a relationship. So for those of you that are involved in a relationship or have a long-term partner, you know, this is you guys really working through, you know, your foundation. And I get what works for you guys in bed and what doesn't work for you. Okay. And also maybe coming to terms with any sort of power issues that you guys might have between you, and that may play out between the sheets. Now, for those of you who are single, what's in your surroundings is doing all of this hard work. And I'm getting lots of pushing, but also lots of sort of taking a look at, analyzing, okay, your relationship status, your previous relationships, what you want and how you want to improve or change your situation. For those of you that have your eye on someone, okay, you know, this is also maybe you making contact with them and you sort of talking about and being very open. Okay, this is Earth energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And you being very, very open about what, you know, what it is you want, what it is, you know, or just sort of making, you know, being very open and honest about where you think this relationship could go or is going or might go, okay, and just sort of that bridging that gap. And it's a really honest conversation, and it's really, really nice, and it's very supportive energy in your surroundings. It may also represent somebody that you can talk to. Okay, this could also be, you know, a sibling, or it could be a best friend or a parent, or a relative, or, you know, somebody that you feel comfortable talking to about intimate issues with. Now, the Six of Swords card, I don't know why I'm getting this, but what I'm seeing here is blocking you. I'm getting here, this is total, complete release. And I'm getting this huge sort of image of like orgasm and just flooding and gushing, and more of a female orgasm than a male orgasm. Now, we do have this tower in the background, which is this virility, which is a very phallic symbol. And I get for those of you that are in a partnership, remember, a lot of women have a tough time coming to climax. It's not as easy, and, you know, some people fake it, some people just don't at all, you know. So this is also, if you guys are in a partnership, I'm getting that this, you know, that I'm getting this real lubrication sort of imagery in my mind that might be a little bit talking to, you know, talking about these issues. Maybe there's more foreplay that's needed, but you guys need to really, really talk about it and come to terms. Or maybe you guys are expanding, you know, your sexual horizons, and somebody says, you know, I really like to be treated a certain way, or I'm a submissive, or I'm a dominant, and that's what really gets me off. Okay, so I'm getting here that this is moving into calmer waters, but I'm getting that it's all about lubrication, it's all about orgasm, and it has more to do with female orgasm. Some of you, if I'm speaking to any males out there, and don't take this in the wrong way at all, but, you know, you might be worried if you are actually getting your partner off or not. Now, again, it doesn't necessarily mean male. When I say that, I mean masculine versus feminine. So are you getting your partner to climax, to get into that, like that, to have that orgasm and to really release? And are you creating that space for them to do that? And are you guys doing that together? Because some people, you know, and some people can just have orgasms just watching, pornography, or some can just have them by thinking, and some have them during their sleep, and then others really need you to create a safe space. So I feel like that could be a block for you and something I want you guys to think about. But there's like lots of really powerful sexual energy here for you guys. Now, in your foundation, we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles works so well for you guys, Capricorns, because you guys are a sign that I have mentioned before. As lovers, you guys get better with age. And in your foundation, I get that through practice and through experience and being open to learning. Now, if you're with a partner, this is really paying attention to what parts are really are triggers, like sexual triggers for your partner, erotic zones for your partner, and that's taken time to learn, and you're applying them, okay? And that's really, really awesome, because you guys just get better and better with each lovemaking session. If you're single, okay, or you're not as experienced, this is you being open-minded and open to learning and realizing and taking a very humble approach that, anybody can become an amazing lover, but it does take time, and it does take practice, and it takes experience, and not all of us are just naturally born with that, especially if we're a little bit more tightly wound up. And also, if you're willing to put in the effort with the person you're with, that remember that lovemaking is two people coming together. It's not just one. So I love that. I love this Capricorn energy coming through, this earth energy coming through. Now, in your past, or in your recent past here, I do have the Two of Cups, and there is a love situation I think that you have on your mind that you may be reminiscing about. Now, some of you may be in a divine partnership. Some of you might be in a karmic relationship, or you may be on a twin flame journey where you guys have come together mentally, and now is the time to really push through and have those physical moments. I do want to remind you that in Sufism and in sort of and lots of spiritual beliefs, there are many that mystics that believe that orgasming and climaxing is the closest we get to God, or the closest we get to the divine. So I'm getting in your recent past, that there's a person, or this could be that unity with your higher self. Now, maybe you're not actively with anybody, and this is, this could speak to lots of masturbation as well. And with lots of masturbation here, getting to that climax, figuring out, looking at and thinking about what is it that actually gets you off, unifying yourself with your higher self, that's an amazing feat. It's not just this, bash one out, or, have an orgasm quick. There's something more spiritual to it, and you realize that, okay? Because there is something very, very spiritual to orgasms, climaxing, and relationships. So for those of you that are single, it's going to be that union with the higher self and coming into that understanding. For others of you, this is love. It could be a love that, somebody you're in separation with, okay, or it could also be, you've met the person, that you were meant to be with, and there's this equal exchange, especially during your lovemaking, of, of life-giving properties, and this coming together. Okay, now what crowns you, this is a super, super sexy card, and this is the Six of Wands. Now, this is spontaneous love. This is, sex in the bathroom, sex in the kitchen. This is you guys coming together just because you are so attracted to each other. There's a life of luxury, and you know that when you have a partner that you just connect with, where sparks fly, and you guys can't wait to get home or to see each other and just get each other naked and sleep together. And then look, he is he is just definitely enthralled, but she is climaxing. And I love the fact that she has her back to him, okay, while he's inside of her. This is just a really, really beautiful image here of two people that love each other, that want to be together, that want to please each other. And they don't necessarily need that, face-to-face deep interconnection, because they know that however they touch each other, that they're going to be satisfied. And this speaks to somebody who's just a very sensual lover. Somebody, if you are the divine masculine in this situation, he's somebody who knows how to not control his partner, but knows exactly what gets his partner off. And it's pretty easy. It's just with a touch or a kiss, a touch in the perfect place or a whisper. Now, if you're more of the divine feminine, if you relate to that, you're completely trusting and happy with your partner. You don't need, you can have your back to them and you can trust in your partner's touch. And this is a complete victory. This is passion. Remember, this is fire energy. This is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And this is you, just being completely supportive of each other. You guys know each other really well. Or if you don't know each other very well, when you guys come together, your lovemaking sessions are just this equal, beautiful victory, success, amazing coming together. So I love that energy. Now, what's coming to you, though, I do have the Hermit energy. So this is Virgo energy. Now, we have this Tower behind you. So again, Capricorn, there's a lot of virility. There's a lot of potency. There's a lot of sort of these images of these erect structures. So I get that you're very strong. I get that you're very passionate. And you're very, very turned on during this Scorpio season and with this intimacy. But what's coming to you is a sort of inward journey. Again, it may be sort of if you have a partner, it could be that meaning a little bit of alone time, that this time together, the Six of Wands and your lovemaking sessions and all of the time that you spend together is, pure bliss and pure love. And it's sort of this domestic bliss as well. I also get that you guys might also do it. You might not be able to keep your hands off of each other. So you might have sex in public places as well. This might be a partner that you've been with for a long time. With this Two of Cups energy, a twin flame or a karmic or soulmate relationship as well. But I'm getting a lot of messages. It could be somebody you've been with for a long time, a short period of time, or it could be just somebody that you meet up with every once in a while. And I'm getting that you're going to feel like you really need to sort of reevaluate the situation, reevaluate your needs or your partner's needs. Remember, Capricorn, you're so eager to sort of please and to figure out, what will make this union better, what will make your situation better, or what will make you better. And I'm getting that, after this sort of transformative period, you're going to really go inward and you're going to be looking at these blocks, okay? And looking at also your relationship with sex and with intimacy and, getting off and orgasm, which is not just as basic as so many people think. Now, Capricorn, I'm going to pull a few cards for you, a few oracle cards. See what other messages Spirit has for you. Oof, this is a very, very sort of kinky, sexy, erotic reading. So let's go ahead and see what other messages Spirit has for my dear Capricorns. Okay, yes, here we have the One. This is the Fool. Some of you might have just started out on a, actually it's not the Fool, I'm sorry, this is the Magician card. But I am getting that this card sort of represents you feeling kind of alone. So I'm getting that either you're feeling kind of alone in this relationship, it may be just a sexually based relationship, but I don't think so. I'm getting more than anything like you kind of this hermit energy. You need to manifest what it is you want. So that's either taking this relationship to the next level, making it not just a friends with benefits relationship, or, or it's moving in a totally different direction. But let me pull a few more oracle cards to see what I get here. Okay, because this Magician here can represent sort of a trickster and somebody that's wearing a mask. Even though, her hands are covering her heart chakra, I get that you might be closed off a little bit, and that might be something that you're going to be reevaluating. There may be a person, this Two of Cups energy that has come into your life that's going to make you reevaluate, this single single attitude that you have, or you're not letting somebody in because you need to protect your heart chakra. So no matter how good this, your lovemaking is, no matter how, erotic and, how much attraction you feel to this person, I'm getting that, you are sort of still protecting your heart chakra. And this is, she is naked, but she has pulled this sheet over herself. So she's still a little bit, shy, even though what crowns you guys is trust, and in your surroundings is this Eight of Pentacles, which is sort of long-term effort into this relationship. And again, this could be a relationship with yourself, okay? Could be the relationship you have with your higher self and not letting others in. There's a lot of different ways that we could look at this here. But she is protecting herself, and she is covering herself with a sheet. Okay, so I'm getting that past experiences really could have closed your heart chakra. But also remember, the Magician card is all about manifesting. So I think that's why you're going to go inward, because you're really going to try to manifest what is the best for your highest good. Now, for some of you that are in a committed relationship, or you're in a relationship with friends with benefits, your partner may have spoken to you about making it less of a commitment, and or you sort of walking away. With this 5 card, I'm getting that somebody here is a free spirit, and they're a traveler, and they're moving in a direction. Now, again, this direction could be towards you, or it could also be away from you. Remember, you can switch the characters in this reading as well. So if that's making any sense, because I'm getting a lot of different messages for you guys, Capricorn. So for those of you that are in a relationship, you may be trying to manifest taking this to a new level, or you may be manifesting time alone, like maybe needing a break here. Okay, or letting this person, maybe they need to explore other options, and it doesn't necessarily mean sexual partners, but it could be maybe they need to move for a job, or they need to do something, and they're not going to have that physical closeness with each other. For those of you that are single, you might be trying to manifest movement towards this person, or towards the person that you have your eye on, or towards, a healthier, sex life where, you guys are both getting off in a really, really big way. Okay, so there's a lot of messages coming in here. All right, then I've got the 8 card coming out. All right, this is a little bit more of magician energy, really manifesting something here. Yeah, and Capricorn, you're coming out in your own reading. All right, so I'm getting here that this is an extremely, if you're in a committed relationship, it's an extremely sexual relationship, where it's almost you guys are so addicted to, this situation here. But I think that you're reevaluating whether or not if it is a relationship, or if it's a friends with benefits, or if it's somebody that you meet up with every once in a while, whether or not it's healthy. Because I know that, you don't necessarily like to feel like, you're not in control. Again, this could also have to do with any sort of BDSM that's popping up in your life, or if you're involved in that. Okay, so that's something that you're really going to be evaluating. But Capricorn, you're showing up in your own reading, and it's like really sexy, kinky, fun, but also like really passionate, almost sort of addictive behavior here. Okay, and again, that could speak to, it could speak to, if you're single and you're not looking at anyone, it could also be into, during masturbation sessions, like, are you doing it too much, but are you feeling like you're giving so much attention to that that maybe you need to pull back and sort of look at why that's happening, because there's a reason why whenever we do anything in excess, we are responding to something. If you're with somebody and you're not in a partnership, is it a healthy partnership? Are these hookups healthy, even though they're amazing and passionate and super sexy? Okay, and if you're with a partner, are you guys too attached, or is one of you feeling like, you need to move on or move away and sort of be on their own to figure things out? Okay, and this 8 of you know, this is a very strong card, but I am getting here this person is doing a lot of thought and is really trying to manifest here. Manifest strength, manifest power, manifest desires. I also get there could be somebody who's older. Okay, it could be a parental figure, or it could be a spouse, or it could be an ex is what I'm getting. And it could be that this older person is affecting your relationship somehow. Now, this is going to be a little bit dark for some of you, but I also might get that somebody in their past, okay, was abused, and that's why some of these issues with sex are coming out, maybe with this blockage of difficulty having orgasm, okay, or certain things that, you know, you have to know what gets you off. And if somebody had experienced any abuse or trauma in their past, okay, as a couple, you guys have to really figure that out, work that out, make sure that you're not triggering any of that negative energy during, you know, during your sexual intimacy or your sexual contact. More than anything, that's what I'm getting. This card is somebody who did someone wrong, okay, and that's really affected how you know, how you get off, and your intimacy and your love relationships, okay. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you, Capricorn. It could be the person that you're dealing with. Okay, really interesting, you guys. Wow, what a powerful reading, Capricorn. All right, I'm just going to pull a few more romance angel cards to see what's going on here. All right, the first one is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so that's for those of you who are on your own, okay, and also who are committed. You know, stay optimistic no matter what's sort of coming out during this Scorpio period, okay, these transformations, all right, you know, and I'm getting there's a lot of sort of dominance and bondage that might be brought to the forefront right now, and just take a look at the reason why. Nothing is bad if no one's getting hurt, okay, but you might have to resolve some previous past issues in order for, you know, you or both to get off. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, keep an open mind if your partner or you meet somebody who wants to do something that's for you considered really kinky. I'm getting food if somebody wants to sort of like sit in cakes and then have sex, or do something weird, you know, like dribble baked beans all over you or something like that. Like, just be open to it. You know, don't judge. And then also, again, I am getting with this devil energy that there is going to be some submission and some dominance as well, these issues with this person. And they're not issues, it's just what gets them off. So don't judge, and if you're up for it, you're up for it, but just keep an open mind. And if you're not up for it, then you set your boundaries, Capricorn. All right, past life relationship, you have known each other before. So this is a karmic relationship, okay? So you may feel extremely attached to someone. Remember, not all karmic relationships are excellent relationships, okay? Some of them are, you know, some of them do need to be released. So if your boundaries are being crossed or pushed, Capricorn, you know, then it's time to go, and you know, you need to break that karmic bind. But for others of you, this is why you guys are just so emotionally you're just so attached to each other emotionally and physically. And again, we have the divine masculine behind the divine feminine, okay? Really, you know, she's trusting him, and she just knows her lover by his scent and by his touch. All right, and your final card is separation. The time apart from your partner is on the horizon. That's definitely confirmation here of this Hermit card. It could be emotional separation. It could also be, you know, physical separation, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to be splitting up. It could just be distance due to work. It could be that one of you needs to sort of be on their own to figure things out. Okay, because again, I am getting there are some sort of past issues that might have to do with abuse and that sort of roll over into your sex life, okay, with your partner. Or if you guys are not together, if you're just pining for someone, or you have your eyes set on someone, okay, that separation, you know, that you're not going to be coming together with this person, or you might briefly, but we also have Mercury retrograde, so if you start something, it might go away. So I do want you to keep that in mind. Okay, this was a really long reading for you guys, Capricorn. I love you guys so much. It's a very, very sexy reading. I hope you guys enjoy this scorpionic, mysterious, intimate, deep, dark, sexy time period. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, comment, and share at the end of the video if that's something you like to do. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, and naughty, naughty November.